Hello and welcome back to the channel Life of Bonsai. So this is my winter update. So I'll be going over my trees, what I currently have, the things that have changed, and the plans that I have for my trees. Some of them didn't make it, but some of them are doing really well. Let's get started with this video. So we're gonna get started with the maple, the huge trident maple. So as you can see, it pretty much lost all its leaves, just barely a little bit right here. Plans for this tree. So spring is almost here, and I'm going to air layer the top. So right about here, maybe down here, I'll be doing an air layer, and this is gonna make me two nice trees. It's gonna be kind of like a shohin size, maybe, or larger than that. So that is my plan. I'm not gonna repot. I'm just gonna keep the same pot for now. It's still pretty good right here. So that is the goal for this tree. Here is my boxwood. As you can see from my previous video, I trimmed the top. So it was way too tall, but now it's more compacted, so it's way better. I'm going to repot this tree in a few weeks. I'm going to work on those ugly roots, and I'm going to further develop the pads on this tree. It's going to be a nice one. Here is my cork oak, and it's just growing like crazy. So even though it's winter, look at the new growth. This is just growing non-stop, and it's got a really crazy looking twist. Now my Chinese elm, it lost pretty much 60% of its leaves. So this is what I have so far, and I'm going to repot, and I'm going to work on this roots. It's a whole mess of roots right here, so I'm going to be raking all of that and get rid of it, and hopefully I am able to expose more of this beautiful nevari that I have here. And the pot is going to be slightly larger as side to side, but it's going to be half of the size of this. It's going to be really nice. This is the giveaway tree. This is a cedar elm, and I did some carving on one of my previous videos, and it's looking nice. So I might repot this for you guys. This giveaway is at 7,000 subscribers, so I'm getting close to 5,000. We're getting there. We're gonna make it for sure. This is the giveaway tree, and for the developing, hopefully more back budding happens right here to get it looking nicer before the giveaway. This is just a little black pine that I was gifted. Pretty nice little seedling. Here is my Japanese maple. I already lost all of its leaves. So my plan is to maybe keep this one as my lead and drop this down. That way I got nicer movement. So we'll see what we do on this one. Nothing too special. Here is my Nandina, and I'm going to twist it for my front. So this is my front right here. I already have an actual lead that is going to take over here, which is great. I haven't gotten any growth on this side. This is just from the back, but I really hope I can get some growth right here so I can have some type of a twin trunk. And I'm going to repot this thing into a training plastic container. So that is pretty exciting. A lot of repotting this spring coming up. So right here is my Amer maple. Now, I'm afraid that it might not make it. I did a little bit of scratching on some of those branches, and there's no green on those. Maybe it's just dead branches. I hope it is, but this is a nice trunk. It's just barky, and I'm so ready to repot. So still gonna keep it, try to protect it as if it's alive. So let's see what it does in spring. Over here, I have my collected cedar elm, and it's a huge long trunk. It's got a nice twist right here. So my plan, I'm going to change the angle of the tree, and I'm going to do around maybe 3 air layers. So maybe one coming down right here, which is going to be that curvature right here. So maybe air layer right here, maybe a little bit up here. You could even get like 4 of them, but we'll see how it does during the winter. It was collected last winter, so it's been a year pretty much. So let's see how it does. Over here is just a sage elm, and this is I think one of the tiniest variety of leaves, and this thing's still holding on. Coming this spring, all of this is going to grow, and my goal is also to do an air layer maybe around right here, and to have this as my upright trunk. So this is for my indoor trees. This is pretty much it for them. I sold most of them because kind of nervous of winter, but let's go ahead and check my tropicals inside. Let's go. Already in here is my indoor setup. So I'm going to change the angle a little bit. So I have a whole a whole mess in here, but I'm trying to organize a little bit better. Anyway, so let's get started. So I'm going to start with this one right here. So this is my, I don't even know if it's a Premna or a Green Island ficus. Let me know if you can identify this tree. So it kind of lost some of the leaves, but I think it is doing a lot better. So all this right here is new growth, and right there. What's the plan for this tree? So this tree needs to be repotted into a slightly bigger pot. I'm going to work on the Navari to try to get more or root flare to make it look nicer. I'm getting some back bud right here, and I can create a nice branch from there. So that is the goal for this one. Now we have this just willow leaf ficus, which is just doing its thing. I think I need to repot, and as you can see, the root is kind of ugly on that base. Well, I don't really like it too much, so I need to work on those roots and put it in bonsai soil just so you can get better roots. Nothing special. And here is my monstrous water jasmine. This right here, it's going to be my front. I think it looks pretty dope, and I already got a pot for this thing, which is real nice. It's kind of like an off green, so I think it's going to look really nice. So there's like a little bit of greenish and then brownish on the trunk, and that's gonna blend in real nice with the pot, so you'll see. It looks really nice. This one gets really beautiful smelled scented flowers, so I can't wait for them. And it's getting nice growth, so it's doing really well. Back there I only have 2 seedlings. One is pretty much dying, I don't know why, but nothing special. Here is my ficus microcarpa, and man, I just love the base on this thing. So it's got some nice roots right there. It's getting a bunch of new growth. I repotted this one on one of my videos, and I just sleep potted it into a bigger container. Now there is one little shoot growing on the side, so I'm expecting for this to thicken up, and that's going to further enhance the Navari, which is going to be pretty dope. I have my dragon, which I did on one of my videos as well, and this is just doing really nicely. So the willow leaf ficus is doing great, and yeah, I really like this little statue thing. It looks pretty nice. I also did my other willow leaf ficus, and I did some pruning, major pruning, and all of this is new growth. So it's doing really well. Just right here, walking iris, looking really nicely. This is just a cutting of my bougainvillea that I used to have. Another walking iris back there. Just a Barbados cherry back there. Nothing special. Here is my monstrous bougainvillea, and I added some more wiring, and I did a little bit of pruning on some of those shoots because they were just growing up like crazy. So As you can see, this is a massive trunk, so it should be purple flowers if I'm not mistaken. So back there, this is a goji berry and it's doing really well, so hopefully you get some nice growth this spring. Some are cutting, some of them died. I forgot to water them. I know. I have a kumquat right there, nothing special, just willow leaf ficus, some benjamina cuttings, nothing special. I have these two Portulacaria afra, or I would say jade, cork jade, and it's got really nice corky bark already on it. So on this ones I have no idea on where to go from them. Kind of this one makes like some type of slanted style, but we'll see as they grow a little bit more. Now down here in darkness is my recovery section. There's a poinsettia right there that I just repotted and wired it, so it's recovering nicely. This one is already doing a lot better, so as you can see right there, this is the one of the video that I created. I made a video about this one. It's doing well. Now this kumquat, I repotted it, and let me show you a little bit better. There it is. So this kumquat, I repotted it because it wasn't doing too well, and I was starting to get root rot because the soil was just way too compacted and it was holding a lot of moisture. But it looks like it's doing better. I did some really major pruning and I potted it into this just bonsai pot. It won't stay here, just to recover, and then maybe down the line put it into a bigger container. That's pretty much it for this recovery section. Over here I have my ficus benjamina, and it's losing a lot of its leaves. I don't know why. It was doing really well, but randomly it started losing leaves. I guess maybe because I switched it positions different times. I was just trying to adjust this room and make it more arranged, but I guess it affected it. Anyway, so it's not bad though, because there's growth coming in. So let me see if I can find some. So right here on those tips, there is that right there. I can't really focus it for some reason. If I can get it to focus, well, I guess it doesn't want to show that one. Anyways, let's see, there is more right there. So there's a little shoot coming down here. There is more right there. There's a lot of them just going all over the place. As you can see up here, there's those. So it's just barely starting to show more leaves, so it should be good. The plans for this one, I'm going to remove this right here, which is my grafts that I did, because I want to create this to be more compacted, because those arms are just too wide. It's just too wide, so I'm trying to get it more compacted, and hopefully, you know, it's gonna look better. So let me show you the front. So this is my front, and again, so you can see the arms are just way too wide, so I want to get them to like right here and start getting more of that shape right there. So that's gonna take a while. I'm still gonna graft maybe around right here and then down here, just to get more. The top is pretty good, but it's just the bottom branches that are just way too elongated. So that's the goal for that. And just some cuttings off here. That's pretty much it. That's all I have, and nothing new at the moment. Maybe come spring I'll be getting a lot more trees, and see how we do. I'm so ready for the repotting season, which is coming up pretty shortly. I might make a trip to one of the places that I posted on the video before and see what I can get. But I do thank you so much for watching. Please subscribe. I hope you have a great New Year's, and hopefully, you know, all your goals and achievements are successful. Keep those trees warm, and you guys have an amazing New Year's.